Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. In this video, I'm going to talk about derivative quotient rule. If we have a rational function, how to find the derivative. And you have numerator and denominator. So first, just to remind you students, if we have y equal to k xn. Okay, first, just to remember to find the derivative. So what is the y prime? So the y prime is, or dy dx, write it, n times k, and x to the power n minus 1. N minus 1. N by x, k, n by k, and n minus 1. Example. Again, just to remind you, if we have, how to find the derivative, if we have y equal to 10x cubed. So now what is the y prime or dy dx? So the y prime equal to 3 by 10 is 30 and minus 1, 30x squared. 3 by 10, 30. See the rule? N by k. So k 10 and 3 by 10, 30. N minus 1, the power minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2. So this is the derivative. Now, product quotient rule. If we have numerator and denominator, how to find the derivative? See, if we have now rational function, numerator and denominator, and I want to find the derivative of this rational function equal to, the rule is, see, denominator, first this d, here, copy, paste, write it, same, but square, d squared. See, d the same. And write it here again, d is the same. D the same denominator, no change. Here square, here the same. Times derivative of numerator. What is the numerator? This is the numerator. Just find the derivative, put it here. The derivative of numerator. Then minus, see? Then minus. What minus? Now write the numerator. What is the numerator? Rewrite it here, numerator, okay? Times, now the derivative of the denominator. The derivative of denominator, okay? The derivative of denominator. So this one, and over what? And over t. So this is the rule. Again, students, d squared, see d squared, and then d, write d, write it here again, multiply by derivative of numerator, then minus, write the numerator, then the derivative of denominator. Example, how to use this rule, this is called quotient rule. Example, see, let us say if I have y equal to 10x squared plus 4x divided by 6x squared plus 20, for example. Now, I want to find here dy dx. I want to find dy dx, the derivative, okay? Or y, write it y prime. Now, dy dx, the derivative, equal to, see the rule, students? D. What is the d? Denominator. So see d, denominator. Now the denominator is, this denominator here, 6x squared plus 20. So we write it d squared first, denominator squared. So write 6x squared plus 20 all to the power 2, denominator squared. Now look at the rule, d, denominator, see, denominator, write it, denominator. So I have 6x squared plus 20 multiply by n prime, numerator. What the numerator? This is the numerator, 10x squared plus 4x. So the derivative, 2 by 10, 20x, 20x, because minus 1, plus 4x is 4. So it'll be 20x plus 4. So times 20x, because 2 by 10 minus 1, plus 4x is 4. The derivative of 4x is 4. This is the numerator, the prime, the derivative of numerator. Now minus, see the rule, minus. Now what minus? Numerator. What is the numerator? This is the, look at the rule. N, see the rule, numerator, N. So n multiply by, so what the n is 10x squared plus 4x multiply by, see, d prime, denominator. So what the denominator? This is the denominator. Prime, so it'll be 12x plus 0, because no x, this is 0, 12x. So it'll be plus 12x. So multiply this one. No, denominator d prime is 12x plus 0. 2 by 6 is 12, minus 1, 1, 20 is 0. So this is the derivative, students, of what the quotient rule. This is the using quotient rule. But can we simplify more? Can we simplify this one more? How can we simplify now this one? So equal to, now what we have, I have the denominator 6x squared plus 20 power 2. Now here we have multiplication can be multiplied. So this one multiply 6x squared by 20x the first. So will be 120. X squared by x is x cubed. And 6x squared by 4 is 24. X squared. And now 20 multiplied by 20x is 400x. 400x, and the 20 multiplied by 4 is 80 plus 80 minus. Now what minus? Here also I have multiplication. So 12x by 10, so it'll be 120 x squared. 12 by 10 would be x squared. Sorry, it's equal to the cube here. This one plus 2 by 1. We have x by x is x cubed. So I have to write here x cubed. X cubed, 10x squared by 12x, 120x cubed, and I have 12x by 4, 48x squared. Okay, 48x squared. So this 48x squared, and this 12x by this one, it is 120x cubed. What 12x will be 48, 48x squared. But there is minus, plus will be negative. This negative, be careful. This is minus. Okay, so now this is the derivative. Equal to, now we have x cubed. What is the x cubed? This is x cubed. 120x cubed. I can cancel with 120x cubed because it will be 0. 120 minus 20. And x squared, I have 24x squared. And here I have, see, this one I have 24x squared. And here minus 48x squared. So it will be negative 24x squared. It will be negative 24x squared minus 24x squared. And plus 400x, or it is x, 400x plus 80 divided by 6x squared divided by 6x squared plus 20 to power 2. Can be simplified more. For example, here I have 80, 424. I can take common factor. Okay, I can take common factor, which is they can be simplified more, or you can keep it as it is. Can keep this one as it is here. Minus 8 common factor, for example, because this will be 3x squared, and this will be minus 40 divided by 85, so it'll be here 50x, and by 8 will be 10, and you can write it over this one, 6x squared plus 20 power 2. So it can be, because you can take 8 out, negative 8, and here will be negative 50, and this one is 10. Now, let me give example, and you ask to find the derivative. Another example to find the derivative at a specific number. Let's, for example, to say find dy dx at x equal, let us to say 2, and I have 4y is equal to rational function. I said 8x squared plus 4x plus 20 divided by 5x squared minus 10. So now we have numerator and denominator. See, this one the numerator, this is the denominator. So to find dy dx, you have to use the quotient rule. Again, the quotient rule is, because this is the quotient rule, the quotient rule is d squared, then d denominator, multiplied by the derivative of numerator minus numerator, multiplied by the derivative of denominator. Now, here, so the dy dx, the solution, dy dx, the derivative equal to denominator square, so I have 5x squared minus 10, this denominator square, see the denominator square. Then right here denominator, again 5x squared minus 10, denominator. Multiply by the derivative of numerator. This is the numerator, which is 8x squared, which is 16x the derivative, plus 4x 4, plus 4, plus 0. This one will be 0. So it will be multiplied by 16x plus 4. 6x plus 4. Then minus, what minus? Minus now numerator is 8, numerator 8x squared plus 4x plus 20 multiplied by the derivative of denominator. Now the derivative of this one is 2 by 5, 10, 10x, and 10, 0. 10x minus 0, because it's constant. So 10x minus 0. Okay, and it's 10x. You correct only 10x. Only 10x. Now, to find the derivative here at 2, so the dy dx at x equal 2. Okay, at x equal 2. At x equal 2. So no need to simplify. You can replace 2 direct. You can replace direct. So the denominator here, I have 5x squared minus 10, 2 over 2. So the 2x equal to, substitute x equal 2. So now what I have here, the denominator we have here, see 4 by 5, I have 20 minus 10, 10 square is 100. So it'll be here 100. That is 100. Now numerator. Numerator is 5 I have here, x squared minus 10. Minus 10. So x is 2. So now 4 by 5, 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. So here I have 10. The first one. This one, 2. Okay, this is the same color, the blue one. So this one, it is 10. The first one. The red one, 16x plus 4. Multiply by 16x plus 4. What the x we said? The x we said 2. 2. So 32 plus 4, 36. This one is 36. 36. Minus, now the blue one, 8x squared. 8x squared plus 4x plus 20. Plus 20. Okay, so x is 2. X is 2. The derivative are 2. 2. So this will be 32 plus 8, 40 plus 20, 60. So minus 60. Minus 60. And the red one, 10x, the derivative of denominator, 10x. 10x, all you have 10x. So the x we said 2. To find the derivative, it will be 20. So multiply by 20. Multiply by 20. So it's the same color, the red one. So multiply by 20. Now equal to. So this one is equal to. Now numerator I have 360 minus 1,200, because the 12 and 2 zeros we have, divided by 100. Divided by 100. Now I have 360 minus 1,200 equal to minus 800. Right? So minus 840 divided by 100, which is equal to, you can simplify, you get minus 8.4. So this is the answer. Look at here again, the derivative of what I have here. This is the function. Okay, this one. I have this is the function, which is the rational function. This is the numerator. And this is the denominator. Denominator squared, 5x squared plus 10. And write the denominator here. multiply the derivative of numerator, 2 by 6, 16, plus 4x is 4, minus now the numerator, multiply by the derivative of denominator, 10x. Okay, then at 2, no need to simplify like the first example, replace 2 by 2, substitute, and calculate. So then this is the answer. So that's only to the derivative of rational function.